Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me again here today. I hope your day has gone well so far. If it's not, well, I hope some yoga will help. So today we are going to work through some balancing poses, predominantly through Warrior 1 and Warrior 3. We have a little prop, so if you do have a chair, grab it because it does help. A lot of times we go into these standing poses, these stability poses, and we're frightened to use a prop to help us. But actually, props are always good. So let's firstly take a little lie down in our mats. I will quickly just move this away a wee bit. So join me lying down on your back. Just get comfortable for a couple of minutes, just to arrive here. Big deep inhale through the nose and sigh away anything that does not serve you for the next little while. Now the choice is up to you. Take up as big a space as you can, allowing the hands to come out to the sides, allow the legs to float down onto the mat, and allow everything just to be there. And if you want to, you can close your eyes and just take a moment or two to just realise where your breath is at. How is it feeling? Is it rushed? You've been rushing to get about today. Can you slow it down? Can you feel the vibrations in your body? Is there lots of things rushing about? Just try and slow it down. You may want to take a big deep inhale and again just sigh away, release the day, or maybe not. Maybe your breath just wants to be where it has to be. Tucking the chin in to allow the length in the back of the neck. Keeping the shoulders down on the mat. And just be grateful that you've given yourself some time. It's time to be. Allow the belly just to relax. The glutes are turned off. The ground will keep you stable at the moment. And just be aware of the points of your body that are touching the ground. The backs of the heels, the backs of the legs, up through the glutes, up to the shoulders, the back of the head. Your hands may be up towards the sky, a gesture of receiving whatever energy is around, or they may be grounded down into the ground. You decide what you need to do. Just taking a moment. And when you're ready, let's bring our hands back in towards the body. Bring the feet to plant in the earth, round about hip-width distance apart. Allow the shoulders to come up off the ground. Just give them a little wiggle. Place them back down on the ground. And we're going to just window wipe the knees to the side, so off the float to the right hand side. And let them just land wherever they land. There's no pushing or shoving, just allow them to float over. And then when you inhale, bring them back to the centre and exhale them off to the other sides. You might find a deeper stretch one side than it is in the other. Might hear a little click or crack in the back, but that's okay. As long as there's no pain coming through and it's just movement, you're fine. Inhale back to centre, exhale back over to the right hand sides. Then just float them down Just bringing and inviting some movement into the body, into the hips and the lower back. Inhale back to centre, exhale back over to the other side, allowing them to fall. Keeping the shoulders on the ground, the twist is in the spine and the hips. Inhale back to centre. Let's bring both knees up into the chest, keeping the tailbone down, the shoulders on the ground, and just give them a little rock side to side. Just allowing them, the back, to get a little massage. You may want to rotate the ankles. If you rotate the ankles, make sure you rotate them both sides, both ways. Allow the feet to just wake up. We forget about our feet, they do a lot of work and we forget about them. So let's give them a wee bit of love today. Allowing both knees to come back to centre, chin is tucked in. Allow the left leg to float down onto the ground, toes pointing to the ceiling. And just bring your knee in gently, a little bit closer towards your chest. Just hugging it in. Allowing it just to have a moment. Exhale it back to centre. And then on your exhale, let's push this knee down towards the earth. Allow the foot to plant and allow the knee to travel towards the earth. No need to push it, no need to do anything, just allow the gravity to do its job. Your left hip may have came up, I'm just going to put it back down onto the ground. This may mean your knee is hovering around, that's okay. Don't go grip your glutes, allow your glutes to react, release. Just allowing gravity to bring this knee down towards the earth. If you do have a good range of motion, that your knee may be on the ground, but that's okay if it's not. Inhale, bring the knee back to centre, plant it on the ground, bring your left leg back up to join your knee, bring both of them in for another little hug in. You can always do the hugs. And then release your right leg down to the ground. Toes are pointing up, bringing your left knee in towards the chest, giving it a little hug in, feeling the stretch. And then on your next exhale, allow the knee to float down to the side. The foot is on its edge of the foot. The knee is pointing towards the side of the wall. Allowing your knee to release down onto the ground. Making sure this right hip isn't coming off the ground, keeping that on the ground. Shoulders are on the ground. Hands can be wherever you feel comfortable. Just keep the knee travelling towards the ground. And then your next inhale, let's plant the foot back in, bringing up the right foot and bring both in towards the chest. Up. Plant both feet on the ground, rolling onto the right hand side and moving up towards tabletop position. Your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips and feet are flat on the ground. Zipping up your belly, pulling the belly button towards the spine, and then your next inhale, release the belly down to the ground. Heart, head and chest coming through, pushing away from the mat. Inhale, push away from the mat, curl the back, tuck the chin, bring the belly back in. Exhale, push it away, allow the belly to come down, head, heart and chest coming through. Allow the stretch in the back. Inhale, push away from the mat, pulling in the belly, chin coming through, pushing away. Feel the strength of the ground. Exhale, back to a flat back. This time let's tuck the toes under, going into downward facing dog. So inhale, the knees off the ground, and then as you exhale, tipping the bottom back up to the sky, bending the knees, allowing the belly to come towards the thighs. Push away from the ground, gaze going between your legs, take them away from your toes, allow the head to fall down. Breathing here. Feel the strength in the back of the body, strength in the
hands and then the feet. And breathe in here, push it away. And as you inhale, let's bring these hands back towards our feet, down into the squat. Allow the hands to come all the way back. Bring your hands into a prayer position. Push away with the elbows towards the knees. Inhale, hands to the floor. Exhale, pushing the bottom up, coming back to a forward fold. Head's travelling towards the ground. Bottom's pushing towards the sky. Knees are bent. Let's take hold of both elbows and give ourselves a little hug, turning around to each side. Make sure our head is still tucked. Release the hands back to the floor. Then very gently start building up your spine. Slowly, slowly. Allowing the head to come up last. Back deep inhale. Let's meet in mountain. Feet are together, or if you feel a little need a bit of space, releasing ever so slightly apart. Hands are down towards the ground, shoulders are down, knees are engaged and pulled up, tummy is tucked in, pelvis is tucked in, shoulders down and back. Just feel again the strength as we move towards our stability poses. This is the strength from the ground. We hold all of this strength. So let's bring our hands to prayer position. I want you to step forward with your right foot, and then with your left foot, I want you to step that back into warrior one. So at this point in time, what we want to have to do is make sure that your instep of your foot is in line with your heel. So traditional pose of this is hips are facing forward, front toes are facing forward, knee is bent, back foot is at a 45-degree angle, but in line with the front foot. Now you may want to take this back if you feel need some space, but try and keep these feet in line with each other. Everything is facing forward in warrior one. So let's inhale these hands up the front of the body and up into the sky. Pushing it up into the sky, away from the floor, allowing the shoulders to come down. Gaze is between the hands. If this is too intense for your neck, bring your gaze down towards, just in front of you. Inhale in here. Exhale. Feel the wobbles are okay. Keep the gaze to wherever's comfortable for you. So now if you inhale your hands back down to centre, gaze is coming down to centre. We're going to pivot on these back toes, keeping them up high in runner's lunge. We're going to shift our weight to the front leg, bending the front leg as much as you can, bringing the chair into play if you have to. We're going to inhale, we're going to push up off the back leg, hold on to the chair if you have to, bringing the back leg up. And as we move towards warrior three, you could be here at the height, you could be here with your hands, you can have your leg all the way up, but we're pushing through the front leg. Remember the props are here to help. You could be brave and take it away and bring the hands to the floor. You can bring it back up. Gaze is down towards the ground. Remember that yoga is a journey. It's about moving towards the pose, however that looks like. And you're pushing away from your prop or bring your hands back to centre. Exhale, release the leg back to the ground. Pivot the 45 degrees and raise the hands all the way to the sky. Awesome. Breathe in here. And your hands to heart centre. Pivot on the back toes again. And then your exhale, bring it up to standing. Awesome. Let's just flush this through. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Half lift, look up. Exhale, bring it back down. Head to chest. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, bring hands to heart centre. This time we're going to come back with the right leg, so let's bring the right leg back into warrior one. Front foot's sitting forward, toes are forward to the front of the mat. Knee is bent, making sure that this back leg is in a 45-degree angle, but the instep of your foot is in line with your heel, bringing it back. Hips are forward. And as we inhale, let's rise up, bring the hands all the way up to the sky. Bring the hands stretching straight through. Again, gaze can be at the sky or to the horizon, whatever suits you. Shoulders are down and back, belly's engaged, glutes are engaged, pushing away from the floor. Just bring the hands back to centre. Pivot on the back foot. We're going to inhale our weight to the front of our foot. And then on our exhale, we're going to bounce the back leg up. Again, bringing in the prop if you have to bring in the prop. Or if you have to bring in your hands to prayer, push it away. If this is too high and too intense, stay on the back toes, bring the weight to the front and just lift ever so slightly. No egos here. All wobbles are welcome. See where you're floating from. Bring your gaze back to the floor. Inhale, bring the foot back to the floor. Pivot on the 45. Inhale, exhale all the way to sky. Pushing back up through your hands. Inhale, hands to heart centre. Pivot back toes and bring that all the way back up to meet front toes. Let's rise up. Inhale, hands to the front. Exhale, folding forward all the way to the floor. Inhale, hands to shins, push it away. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, rising all the way up. Bringing the hands back to centre. And breathe. Breathing here. Allowing the body to realise how strong it is, how stable it is. Even within the wobbles and the drive, they still can move. Let's inhale these hands all the way to the sky. Exhale, bringing them back down. Inhale, rise to the sky. Exhale, let's push your hands off to the right hand side, push away from the hips. Feel the stretch. Inhale, back to centre. Exhale, off to the left hand side again, pushing away. Allowing the stretch in the sides. Inhale, back to centre. One more time to the right hand side. Allow the stretch to happen. Inhale, back to centre. Exhale, off to the left hand side. Good. Inhale, bringing it back. Exhale, hands to heart centre. Namaste, everybody. Well done for this very short practice of being able to fly by yourself. Thank you very much.